Hi, Eric Gibaud, ericgibaud.com, and today I'm going to speak to you about this tripod head by K&F Concept, the GW3D. It is what we call a geared head. It's a precision head. I'm going to show you how it works, if it's good, bad, or less. So let's start. For some time, some people ask me in comments, please could you try a geared tripod head to speak how it works, if it's good or not. So I didn't have any, but then when I bought my Fujifilm GFX S Mark II, I saw that K&F Concept had one and asked them if I could review it. So I'm going to tell you the advantage and the inconvenience. There are pros and cons, obviously, as any product, and how I used it. By the way, the picture I show you right now, the whole photo shoot, I used this tripod. This making of is in the private area of my YouTube channel. If you want to become a member, there's a button below, okay? And so I'm going to show you how it works. By the way, if you buy any product from K&F Concept, don't forget that if you use my code ERIC10, you get a 10% discount on their website, not Amazon, but their website, okay? So let's speak about this. This tripod head is sold as a standalone, if I can say this, because you can put it on any tripod that is 3/8 of an inch screw, and that you can remove the head. Here I've got a K&F Concept tripod, but it could be any brand as long as it has the normal standard screw of 3/8. Okay, so I'll remove the head of this tripod. Okay, and then I'm going to place this one, the screw is here. I will make close-up after to show you how it works precisely. So I just screw it on it, and that's it. So it can go on any tripod with a removable head and also this 3/8 of an inch screw. But one thing that's important, don't put it on just any tripod. Put a tripod that is solid, because this head is heavy. This is thought for heavy cameras, or not that heavy cameras, but heavy lenses. So it's important. You cannot put the whole thing on a really a tripod that is not really solid. So you have, well, I guess you knew that, okay? So take care. Don't buy this and put just a really lousy tripod below, okay? You need something that is sturdy, that is steady, that is solid. The first thing you need to do is to remove the small plate to place on your camera. This is an Arca Swiss type. You don't have any quick release, okay? I like when there is one, but still they've put a safety, so it means if it's not completely tight, the small plate cannot fall anyway. There's a forward and backward limit. You have to open completely so you can remove it. Also here, you don't need a coin to tighten this. There is a small lever here, and you can tighten it this way, okay? Well, this is really usual nowadays, okay? Obviously, if you use a camera with a cage that has a base that is Arca Swiss, you don't need to use this. You can place the cage directly in there. So far, easy. When you mount the small plate, some people place it like this, some people place it like this, but what's really important is that the axis of the lens has to be the same axis as the tripod. So always place it exactly, so when you will rotate the tripod, you don't have the lens that is on the side, it's really on the same axis. So that's key with this and any tripod, obviously. I've put it forward so you can see there is a bubble level just here. So it's important that I see so many people placing the camera that covers the level. So I know that most cameras are now have mirrorless, especially have level on their screen or viewfinder, but still I think it's important to be able to see it. So make sure you put the lens forward and nothing covers this bubble. Here there is also a level, you will see it from the front, but this is important. This is the important one. Okay, so when you place your camera, be logical. I'll take the opportunity to give you a few tips, not just speaking about this head. When you place your camera on a tripod, any tripod, always try to have a leg that is in the same axis as the camera, so it will not top off and fall over. So that's important. Here the legs are just retracted because I'm on the table, but if it's the full leg, it's more stable, but when it's short like this, it's really unstable, so it's important, always respect this. I'm going to show you this. So you see that here is this one. As you can see, the bubble level is not covered, okay? So that's important to place properly your camera. to get all the information to make sure it is precise and steady, okay? This head can be adjusted in 3 axes, and there are 2 ways, the precise way and the quick way. On each axis you have this orange stuff, I mean small grip here, and if you move it like this, then you can move fast and to go quick to a position you like, and then you adjust precisely. I'll show you just after, okay? The precise version. Here it is, same thing on the other axis. This one, if I move here, I can do this way. And this one, okay, it's locked. And this one here is for moving on this axis, okay? This one or this one, okay? So it's fast to go to a position you like and then precisely move, okay? Obviously, I forgot to say that if you use a telelens that use a small leg here for the tripod mount, everything will be a bit backward, and obviously in this case the bubble level would be covered, but there is no choice. Obviously the camera and the lens need to be somewhere, obviously. For precision rotation adjustment, you have same as you have this orange grip here. Here you have this small wheel. On each axis you have one, and you have degrees mark here, so you know exactly precisely how much degrees you're moving. Here also, and here, as you can see, you can do exactly as you want, and this is so much more precise than the quick way, or any other tripod head that you actually move manually and then you lock when you're happy with what you have. Sometimes it's hard to have a really precise framing, or horizontal or vertical, or the shape of the place where you're making pictures. So it's really good to be able to be that precise. With a quick move, you adjust as close as you can, and then you precisely adjust. On each wheel, there is some mark that tells you exactly here how many degrees you've rotated, you've moved, and all this. So it means that first you know precisely, and second, if tomorrow you want to remake the same picture and you knew exactly where the tripod was placed, well, you can again adjust exactly the same angle, the same everything. So this is really, really good, really precise, really easy to move. And yes, a lot more precise than any other tripod that you more or less adjust as you want and then you lock. This is so precise. As you can see, it does not stop me from tilting the screen if I want, no problem, okay? And here, as you can see, I've got the full control over each axis easily. No, it's not difficult. Finger and the first finger and the thumb is so easy, precise, and I don't have to make any effort because it's geared in there. So yeah, even if the camera is really heavy, it's so easy. Okay, so really precise, really great. Some technical details. This is fully aluminum. The quality is really, really good. The head support up to 6 kilos, but beware. I see some people sometimes that say, well, I've got a massive big camera with big lens, all this, but this head supports 6 kilos, so that's fine. But then they use a tripod that supports 3 kilos. So make sure that the weight of the head plus your camera is something your tripod can bear. Otherwise, that will be a problem, okay? The size is, let me check, 150 millimeter by 140 millimeter. That's not small, that's big, and the weight is 800 grams. That's not light, but well, when you need precision, when you need something solid, obviously it's not going to be that light. But the feeling I had when I make this shooting with Isana was that was steady. I really could trust it, and it was precise because I'll show you a picture. I've got a floor with squares, and I needed to be precisely adjusting. I didn't want to have to adjust in post-production. I wanted to have it okay straight from the start, and I didn't move the camera again. I started shooting, didn't move anything, and my framing was done for the whole shooting. So for me, in this situation, if you need precision, if you need something that can bear something heavy, that's really a great, great tool, no doubt. So I said I would speak about the pros and cons. I didn't say any cons, so let's speak about the con. Okay, the first one, this is big. This is good when you have a large camera or you need really a lot of precision. it's a nonsense to buy this if you're using a really small camera when you don't need precision or whatever. But yes, if your camera is not that big, but still you need a precise framing or horizon or things like this, yeah, obviously this is a good choice. So what I mean is important you don't get this if it's really oversized in the way of using it, not just the size itself. You know, if you could do the same thing with any tripod, that you don't need that basically. Okay, so it's more heavy, takes more space, and the second point, it's not cheap. Why? Because obviously if you need quality, pro quality, I don't like the term pro quality, but this is the way everyone calls it, because it would think that professionals are better photographers when it's not always the case. There are many amateur photographers that are far better than any pro, but I mean in the way of using it, you need precision, you need to make sure your camera will not fall over. Don't forget the head and the tripod is the last safety before the floor, so it's important it will not fall apart and it is solid. So obviously this quality cannot be cheap, so take this into account, evaluate if you need this and if the price is okay for you. Obviously maybe there's some cheaper one, but don't forget, when you play with your gear, sometimes it's better to spend a bit more and to make sure it doesn't fall on the floor. But so far, great. So my conclusion, I think it is a great product. If you need it, if this type of product you like, the quality is there. I will personally use it for when I do architecture or landscape, or as I did indoor, I want precise framing. In other situations, I will use a normal head. Sometimes I use it with this camera or other camera. It all depends, but I think if it's the type of product you are looking for, I think it's completely recommendable. So if you're interested, I'll leave you a link in the description where you can buy it. And don't forget, if you indicate the code ERIC10, ERIC10, you get 10% discount on K&F Concept website. So thank you so much to all these people who asked me about this head so I could try it. Thank you so much to K&F Concept for sending it to me. Thank you to you for watching the video. If you feel it may interest other people, please share it on social networks. If you have not done it yet, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. The small button down here and there's a small bell. If you click on the bell, you will get notified when I upload a new video. Don't forget, I have activated my member zone where you will find video about photography, not gear, just photography or videography, but technique, knowledge, all this. So maybe you're interested, you can join. There's a button just below. I'll leave you a link to my website, Gibaud.com. If you have any question, you can leave a comment below. So I'll leave you links of my gear on Amazon, more affiliated links, and obviously the K&F Concept with the 10% discount, and also my PayPal account in case you wanted to make a donation. Thank you very much. Please take care of yourself and see you soon. Bye.